Hi guys, thank you for joining me here today. So let's start getting ready with me. Now I'm going ahead to start on my eyes. I'm done priming my lids. I'm using the Kat Von D Eye Palette in Ludwig and applying this in my crease with the Sonia Kashuk blending brush. Just keep buffing, buffing, buffing as my transition shade. And I'm going in with Kat Von D Succubus, also applying this into my crease, but more precisely using my Cosmetic brush in 105 blending brush. So just keep blending it and buffing it back and forth. Then I'm going to use my amazing stunning color from Anastasia Tamana in the shade Cherry Rose. But I'm sorry that this is not available anymore. Anyways, I just applying this using my Eco Tool shading brush on my lid, not too high to my crease, just enough. And I want to put more color, so I grab my MAC Fix Plus, spray it to my brush, and you can see it. It did intensify a lot more. Looks more metallic-y. So now I took the shade Chocolate in the same palette using my Eco Tools blending brush. It's more smaller. So just buff this out to my outer corner of my eye, not too far from my inner corner. So just keep buffing, buffing. So I took this Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner and applied it to my lash line, really close to my lash line. And this is really intense black, and I really like this, and it is waterproof, so they don't smudge all day, 24 hours. So after this, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and the mascara I'm using is Benefit Roller Lash, and that is really good. And in combination of that, I'm using also the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof. This is the newer one. The old one is not waterproof, so they made another one which is waterproof. Went back to Ludwig Kat Von D, just buffing this to my lower lash line. And now I'm using the Milani highlighter to my water line. And back to my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. Just put that on my lower lashes. And now I'm using the Face Shop brow pencil. And this is really good. It's just like Anastasia, and it's more cheaper. And I got this in the Philippines anyway, so yep. Just line those brows. Using the spoolie, brush all the hairs, make sure all in place. And now I'm using the Milani highlighter pencil under my eyebrow to look more crisp and clean. Then going in with Too Faced Candlelight Glow using the Eco Flat Shade brush to brighten it up. So done priming my face. For foundation, I'm using More in This Way and L'Oreal Pro Matte. This two combination is the bomb. I love it because the Born This Way has a dewy finish, and then of course L'Oreal Pro Matte, it's matte. So when you combine it together, they just work amazing. So put that on your face. Make sure your beauty blender is a bit damp, so the finish of your foundation it looks like a airbrush finish. And voila, look at that face. And I don't really put foundation on my forehead. It's whatever left on my beauty blender. That's the only I used for my forehead. And make sure blend that on your ears and your neck. So now I'm using the Covergirl Press Powder 545 Warm Beige to lock the liquid foundation in place. Now I'm using the NARS concealer shade Custard under my eye. It will conceal your unwanted color in there, and at the same time it will brighten up. So using MAC Fix Plus, spray it to my artist brush, oval 4, and blend it out. I guess the word of the day is blend it out. So anyways, this brush, when I first saw it, it's like, how the heck you'll use this? But anyways, I bought it, I tried it, and I was surprised. It did work, and I love it. Especially the shape looking, yeah. And the bristle of the brush is very soft. And yeah, you guys should try it. Buff it in. Just make sure you don't have those harsh lines. So using the Wet n Wild contour palette, I'm using the light shade to put under my eye to lock those concealer. And now I'm using the Kat Von D contour palette, using the Shadow Play and Sombre. These two makes my perfect contouring. And I'm using the Real Technique. I love this brush. Well, I like all their brushes, and they're not that expensive like other brushes. So, yep. And for the blush, I'm using the Tarte in shade Exposed. And I really like this blush. It stays so long, and they're really pigmented. And now, for their highlight, I'm using the Too Faced Candlelight Glow. So just put it on your top of your cheek. And now, I'm just putting my lip liner. It's the Rimmel. Now for the lipstick, I'm using the Too Faced Matte When in Doubt. And I really like this. I've tried this a couple times already, and it's very smooth when you applied it. It feels moisturizing. Even though it's matte, it feels moisturizing for your lips. So lastly, I'm using the Pixie Mist Spray just to lock all in your face.